Can't seem to cook a steak to save your life? Well, look no further. By following this guide, you'll be sure to impress anyone with your mad steak cooking skills. I don't know about you, but I love steak that comes right off the barbecue or grill, especially when camping. Absolutely delicious. So when I moved out on my own, I did not have a barbecue, and I definitely was missing those steaks. So one of my friends had asked me if I had ever tried cooking a steak in a cast iron frying pan. And to me, like, cast iron frying pans were similar to regular frying pans. I had no idea of the power and flavor that they could bring out of steaks. So I started looking more and more into it. And the first time I made a cast iron frying pan steak was a few years ago, and I fell in love. And I will not make a steak any other way unless it is directly on the grill after becoming successful this way. In using this method to cook a steak, there's not very much prior knowledge needed. We just need to go over one vocabulary term, which is called searing. So searing is a technique used in grilling, baking, braising, roasting, sautéing, and many other things, in which the surface of the food, in this case, our ribeye steak, is cooked at a high temperature until a brown crust forms. To start off with, we need to prepare our pan. So we will set our oven to 500 degrees and place our cast iron frying pan in the oven. Okay, so while our pan is heating up in the oven, we will take our room temperature ribeye and our favorite spices, and we will put some spice on this steak. All right, now that we have our spices on the steak, we are just going to rub it in for full flavor. So I have used some garlic powder, some spicy Montreal steak spice, because I love me some spice, some Himalayan sea salt, and some fine ground black pepper. Once we have reached the desired temperature of 500 degrees Fahrenheit, we will reach in and carefully lift out our cast iron frying pan. As soon as it is out, we will turn our burner to high and immediately place the steak on. This is called the searing. Once you have seared both sides for 30 seconds, pick up your cast iron frying pan and we are going to stick it in the oven. So I will stick it in the oven for 2 minutes because I prefer my steaks medium rare. If you would like them cooked to a higher temperature, like medium well or well done, you need to keep them in the oven for a little longer. After your 2 minutes or so is up, we will remove the steak from the oven, remove it off the pan, and cut into it to see if it is at our desired state. Looks pretty good to me. If your steak does come out a little more rare than you would like, you can always stick it back into the pan and into the oven for another minute or two until you reach your desired temperature. Personally, I love to enjoy my steaks with some cauliflower mashed potatoes and some asparagus with Parmesan cheese on it. Because really, who doesn't love Parmesan cheese on vegetables? It's one of my favorite meals to make any time of the year. But what I want to know is, I want to know how you like to enjoy your steaks. What would you pair with a cast iron pan cooked ribeye? Comment below with your favorite ribeye pairings. Also, I would love to know how your steak turned out. Feel free to send me pictures and links to how your steak and your overall meal was. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everything turns out fabulous. Don't forget to subscribe for some more awesome recipes. Thank you.